Can you go over reading order flow on the lower time frame with order block and FVGs? So in a downtrend, up close candles should act as resistance. In a uptrend, down close candles should act as support. So let's just take a look at some. Take a look at this downtrend. All right, so we got the SMT at the highs here. Once we got the SMT, we then changed the state of delivery. There's nothing really clear in terms of a change in the state of delivery here. You can definitely see the change in the state of delivery when this FVG failed here. So analyzing FVGs can definitely give you order flow, right? What FVGs are being respected and which ones are not, right? Obviously, bullish SMCs, obviously, bullish FVGs should provide support for price. Bearish FVGs should show resistance for price. Okay, so you can see order flow by just analyzing FVGs. So in my opinion, the SMT gave an idea to a reversal. The reversal was confirmed when this FVG failed right here. So once this FVG fails, then you can start looking at opposing candles acting as resistance. Right, this would be the first time I start to look at up close candles acting as resistance. So after this fails right here at this moment in time at 8:30, then we go and revisit an up close candle. It acts as resistance, right? So analyzing the FVG for order flow, you get the confirmation to the order flow when it fails. Then we could start looking at order blocks, right? This would be a bearish order block. It does a really good job getting rejected from it. You can see the order flow again here. Again, the FVG fails decisively, right? Look how strong that close is. They did not respect it at all. Seeing the order flow again, right? Then we use the up close candles. And since there's consecutive ones, just like this, we would use the consecutive up close. Why am I using these up close candles right here instead of this up close candle right here? There's two different reasons. Let's see if anybody knows. Why would I use these up close candles here as a bearish order block instead of this candle here? So this is why these two are considered the order block. First things first is it's taking out a level of liquidity, right? It swept this swing high here. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing is the FVG. Okay, in terms of liquidity, price is only ever doing two things: running above a swing high or a swing low to grab liquidity, or it's rebalancing an imbalance. This is the move right here. These two candles is what ran above this swing high here and rebalanced the FVGs. That's the first thing. This is how you know it's the order block. It's what took liquidity. Same thing as a change in the state of delivery. A change in the state of delivery is an order block. It's the same exact thing. We need to use the candles that took the liquidity, right? It ran above the swing high here, and it rebalanced these FVGs. That's the first reason why this is the order block and not this one. The second reason is weighing the bodies versus the wicks. Notice how the body of this candle is the majority of the candle versus the wick. Look at this body here. Look at this body here and compare that to this wick of the candle. Notice how the wick is the majority. So weighing the bodies versus the wick. That shows orders, right? That's volume right there. This candle holds more volume than this candle here. Okay, so bodies, weighing the bodies versus the wick is important. And seeing which candle takes liquidity or rebalances the imbalance is the second reason why. And to finish the conversation about reading order flow and using order blocks, right? So after we close below the FVG right here, right? That's how you can understand we're in bearish order flow. We did not respect the bullish FVG. That's your insight that we have bearish order flow. Then you start analyzing up close candles to act as resistance. Notice how after we close below the after we close below the bullish FVG, every time we retest these up close candles, look at all these wicks. Look at these wicks right here. Every time we retest those up close candles, we're finding resistance from them. Okay, so one last quick recap of the conversation. The question was, can you go over reading order flow on the lower time frame? Right, we're on a 5-minute time frame, so that's a lower time frame with order blocks and FVGs. So FVGs is what I would use to read the order flow, right? Bullish FVG getting invalidated shows me bearish order flow. Once you have that answer to order flow, then I would use order blocks to confirm that idea. In a bearish trend, up close candles should act as resistance. Notice how it does it here. And it acts as resistance after you get the answer to the order flow. So that acts as a confirmation. Same thing here. You get a bullish FVG that gets invalidated at 920. After you get the answer to the order flow, you can see how the up close candles or the order block act as resistance. Sends price to the London lows. Using FVGs to understand order flow, then using order blocks to confirm that idea.